Hello? What are we thinking? Better to laugh and smile. Ban Widow? Caveman's back in here too? Man, I at everyone. I say, hey, I'm testing stuff, and then people still tune in. You guys are psycho. What the heck is going on, dude? Oh my gosh. What? Caveman, what is going What? What does it even mean? Sorry, I'm just tweaking things and changing things around. I'm half tempted to just stream for a little bit if it's actually working now. I had to go deep into GitHub and just change entirely how the stream works. From going through Streamlabs to just some who knows how reliable code I found on GitHub. For all I know, I could have just installed a hardcore virus. Oh my gosh. Stream. Yeah, we had a lot of firsts on stream today, huh? Now, it looks like it is a little laggy. I think I need to adjust some things back down. At least it appears to be on my phone. You guys can let me know if there's like some stuff that... Let me know if it's choppy or anything, because then I probably need to mess with the bitrate a little bit. It could just be, I have a really bad, it doesn't help me diagnose how good or bad my stream is by looking at it on my phone, because I have a bad data connection where I am at, because we're in a basement apartment, and that just kind of comes with bad internet connection for cell phones. Doesn't seem choppy. Yeah, watch it like a hawk. I think I might need to lower the bitrate, though. I do think I saw a little bit of choppage. Maybe just 4,000 is the move. I can also review the VOD after this, and we'll see what happens. See, let's move some stuff around on the screen, see if that maybe affects the stream at all. You have the next 8 minutes, okay. That might be all we need. If this works, that would be great. It is a free option, so... maybe I'll go run some arena. I don't want to run like a quest or anything that you guys will want to see. Not that you saw much of the questing tonight, that's for sure. I do have an egg. No. That egg is never getting opened. The alt account couldn't have done the egg quest anyway, and I figured I might as well seem like keep an egg as long as I could. Isn't it weird how dark my face cam is, by the way? That's what I look like without the ring light that I have on. It looks kind of dark and ominous. Brian Grant lore. Yeah, I have to respect the BG. He is my inspiration for streaming, too. I try to model my stream a little bit after him. Not to the lengths of not spending that he would go to. I'm a little bit less conservative when it comes to that. But I do like his demeanor and, like, play style of planning things out and stuff. So that's kind of what I aim to do. I think things look better on YouTube than they do on Twitch. And I think my data on my phone is a really big problem. You thought I took a quick summer holiday, got a tan? Yeah, I do have a ring light. My wife got it for me. She's so supportive, man. She got me this, like, nice backdrop behind me, too. This, like, black background. You're not going near Twitch till the next drops. I think that's how a lot of people are gonna be handling things. No shade against Twitch or anything, but there's definitely like people are just gonna tune in for drops and then probably not watch again. I was talking to a guy in my alliance who was streaming earlier today, and I was like, I think it's probably a good time to stream because you'll get the average viewership numbers, you'll probably get some followers, and that helps you become like a Twitch affiliate. But I don't think that like that's gonna generally feed into like long-term viewership, you know? Usually stuff like drops and giveaways, they're fun to do, but they don't always lead to like huge growth. It appears that way, but usually people that go into streams and stuff or videos for that kind of thing don't convert to long-term viewers. Can't believe I have Count Nefaria on my alt. Dude, I can't either. I can't believe I got Count Nefaria. I'm like so hyped we were able to awaken him. It's pretty rare that an account this small, like an alt account, could get an awakening gem in the first place. I had 2 shots at science and we got it on one. Widow, what's up, man? We're testing multi-stream stuff right now. We are testing the multi-stream. Yeah, and Spider-Ham was huge too. Does it look okay over on Twitch though, Widow? I will say, before we cut the stream off earlier today, there was like, I kid you not, it felt like a 5-minute delay. It was so horrible. The downside of using this like sketch, like this plug-in thing that I'm currently using is like when Twitch updates, it could just break. Like there's a lot of things that could just make it not work or break. But it seems to be doing okay so far. Widow says it's okay on Twitch. And then we got Samuel over on YouTube, my guinea pigs. Thank you, guys. I wonder if I could go back to streaming in 1080. Because I was streaming, I'm now streaming in 720. Because I was trying to lower it to get multi-streaming to work. Since I'm doing it differently, I wonder if I can go back up. But I don't think I can do that while I'm streaming. Can I? Video, I can't. Yeah, I would have to try that again later. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow and I'll test it then. But I think this looks to be working so far, which I'm optimistic about at least. I wish I would have... This is kind of like some... Like, it's definitely known in the streaming community from what I could tell, but it seemed a little bit obscure, because I've looked into multi-streaming before, and this option never came up. But ChatGPT was able to help me find this puppy. Don't fix what's not broken? Yeah. Well, I still do want to see if I could potentially push my computer to 1080p. It seems to be handling this multi-stream much, much, much better than what I was doing before. I'm hardly dropping any frames. Whereas before, it was really up and down. And I think that was just because of Streamlabs. I think the reason it works so freaking well, like for the last few days, is just because they're not big streaming days. But Friday night, it's like the night everyone's off work for the weekend. Like they just want to go party and stream all night. So I think Streamlabs servers get really overloaded, and I think that's what we were experiencing. It wasn't my computer or my internet like I thought it was. I think it was just Streamlabs. Which kind of sucks, but I think I'll still use Streamlabs for like alerts and for chat, because I do like the interface and stuff they have there. It's a lot easier to set things up for that on Streamlabs than it is like using Python, which is coding language for those of you that don't know, which is what I was trying to do before, and it was like the most obnoxious thing on planet Earth. Gotta go. Hopefully the other 7 watching can help. Hey, thank you, Samuel. I appreciate you, man. I don't think I'll be live for too much longer. I think at this point I've verified that this is gonna work. We just have to knock on wood and cross our fingers and toes. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stream tomorrow. If I have time, I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Hey, yeah. You know what, Samuel? Go ahead and give yourself a crisp high five. Anyone else watching too? You get a nice non-ring light crisp high five. You're doing EQ. Is it pretty easy, Caveman? I've heard mixed reviews about it. If we can get this solved, and this is like now going to be a reliable method, that's actually going to be pretty big. Because like, I have no problem only going like solely to YouTube, because that's where my main audience was. It just sucks you guys won't be able to get drops and watch the stream at the same time. But this seems to be working so far, so we might still be okay. Classic was cake. I feel like classic usually is. No ring light. I'm excited to be able to take a stab at EQ sometime soon. I think I might rank up Mr. Knight on the alt, you guys, once I get enough gold. I actually do think I like him. I think he's got a lot of damage potential. You guys want to see a quick crystal opening? Here we go, boys. You guys get to see a Paragon Nexus. I know I shouldn't be doing anything because this is a test stream, but I think you guys deserve to see me get a 4-star after what you've been through. Just for the new boss was weird, but everything else for the new EQ is easy. Hashtag midnight. He's not bad, Widow. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. If we get a 7-star, people are going to be really angry. Okay, we didn't. We're safe. Imagine. We did get the duck, though. He'll stay for the opening. That's how they get you, dude. That's how they get you. The crystals, man. Oh, I'm so excited for Banquet. You guys have no freaking idea. Okay, well, the stream has been up for almost 20 minutes now, and I haven't heard any sort of complaints. So close. I'm not going to be opening anything else, Samuel. You're good to go, man. You are free. You are free, don't worry. Ew. I didn't even rank him up, Widow. Calm down. Listen, I have to use the skill gem for somebody, and he's by far the best candidate by now. I'll at everybody when I go live tomorrow. If I go live tomorrow, I might not even play MCOC. I'm not sure. Tomorrow could be like... I don't know. Weekends I might just stream on Twitch, but we still might go live tomorrow. I am pretty dang busy with a bunch of real life stuff, so it would be probably around a similar time if I did stream. But don't plan on it or anything. I'll let you guys know in the Discord if I do go live. Which is in the video description, by the way, if for some reason you're in here on my testing stream. You liking this video? It looks good. All right. Looks good. Got the thumbs up. Dude, you know what? It kind of sucked to be Mr. Knight, dude. You'd just be dirty all the time. He must, like, have to wash his clothes very frequently. Unless Khonshu, like, gave him some magical white suit or something. Because you'd be filthy nonstop. Okay, well, I'm actually really glad that we haven't been dropping frames or anything. Seems fine, except I'm in a green hole in the ground. Yeah, the lighting is a little tricky to get down. I don't have a ring light on, though. See, that's the difference it makes. Which is, like, pretty freaking noticeable. I have watched Moon Knight, yeah. I thought that was a pretty good show. I was thoroughly entertained by it. Then I think initially they hadn't planned on another season, but it got popular enough. I think they're gonna make one. Whoa, a person? Yeah. No, I like to turn the ring light off when I'm not streaming, because it kind of is just really bright and annoying. But I was just testing, so I figured it wouldn't matter, but I'll turn it on for dramatic effect. Show you guys the man behind the darkness. Save it for Yelena? I don't want to rank up Yelena. Did I know 7-star rank 4 Dazzler hits hard? No, I had no idea. No, Dazzler, I thought she just tickled her opponents with a feather. Thought she was the worst DPS champ in the game, actually. You want the ring light back off? I do need to turn it down a couple levels. I think it's slightly too bright. I also just need a better webcam. I'm using kind of an El Cheapo, well, not El Cheapo, but lower end webcam. Widow, just turn the brightness down on your phone. You'll be okay. I think, honestly, this might conclude the test. I think we've determined that this is successful. Snowball with the follow over on Twitch. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you very much. 130 maxed out 4 stars, only 167 to go. That's so many. I think, like, dude, it almost I know you can buy a lot of catalysts from the Glory store. It almost feels like you can get more like rank 2 materials than you could like to max out 4 stars, or you can get them easier. You think Silver Samurai looks goofy? I like him. I think he looks kind of drippy. I'm a little biased, though. I just really like how he works, like, as a champion. You stopped at 120, 20 of each class. I like, will do it periodically. I did kind of have, like, my objective a little bit ago to, like, get all of them maxed out, but it's too annoying waiting for the catalyst cooldowns and, like, having to farm the lower, like, daily quests. I just couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered for it, man. You should be able to change the auto-open timer. That's like a small complaint, but still. Widow, I did get that emote on Fortnite, by the way, because I'm an idiot. I don't know why I did that, actually. I can rank up Mr. Knight. I just can't even freaking... I can't put any levels into him, hardly. I might as well. Like, I'm probably not getting a 7-star for a minute. The odds that its skill is a little low. I could potentially get really lucky and get Kingpin from that. Or wait, no. It's only the box champs that are in there. I could get Mole Man or like Shang-Chi. Okoye is possible, I suppose. It's just too unlikely. I feel like I just rank up Mr. Knight. I'ma do it. Whoa, Widow. Yeah, you get... I can... He just gets way too unhinged in Gen Chat and in Discord. Like, can I, like, time people out in Discord? Is that a thing? I don't really know much about Discord moderation. I don't know what goes through his, like... Puffy... What goes through Puffy's head, man? I feel like he'll like frequently leave and frequently join Discord off and on again all the time. If I make you a Discord mod, can I trust you, Widow? Can I trust you as a Discord mod? I do feel like you could potentially be a good candidate. You are on Discord pretty frequently. Have the numbers selector. Ooh, I would like that too, Wolverine. What's up, Cosmic Nightmare? How are you, man? Hey, welcome to the test stream that turned into just doing stuff and hanging out. Man, so expensive. It's like they don't even want me to rank up my champs or level them up. Where even is the ISO it's using? There are like a lot of quality of life changes that I would make to this game. I think that is kind of what this game needs. It needs a big QOL update. We need like better servers. Okay, and then we also need like some buttons and some choice places, better ways to filter your champions. I think we're probably at the point where it would be nice to have a search bar in the champion area. I mean, you can filter by class, and usually that's fairly quick, but I mean, just give us a little search bar if we really want to, like, hunt down a specific champ. I don't know. What am I doing? What do you mean, caveman? I'm ranking up a champ. I like him. I actually quite enjoyed the Realm of Legends fighting. I like him. Oh my gosh. Puffy, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. I don't want to ban you or anything from the Discord, but I will if there's like some serious words being thrown around. What am I doing? Oh, I haven't done that yet, caveman. Don't worry. Yeah, Crit Monkey's pretty good. I don't have him on the alt, though. Zola, Thing, Spider-Ham, Mole Man, or Yelena? I would choose probably Mole Man. Of all of those champions, Cosmic, my favorite would be Mole Man. If you're looking for purely defensive champions, though, you could do Yelena, Thing, or even Arnim Zola, but I think Mole Man is better. I don't know. You didn't realize I'm still on? Charles, I got back on. So, this is just, I'm testing a multi-stream thing right now to see how good or bad it is. It seems to be good so far, though. It might be, caveman. Yeah, the UI is stuck in 2010. I did see your Carnage message. Yeah, I had heard good things that like Carnage is actually underrated. I've just never experienced that myself, and I've never really seen it. So I must have just, like, not know how to play Carnage. Sorry, I kind of want to, like... I almost want to just turn this into a legit stream. Maybe we could run another quest, but I did tell people that this was like a testing thing and not to tune in until next week. It is successful though. It does look a lot better. I mean, knock on wood. I think I want to see if I can bump up the quality back to 1080p though. That might cook the computer, but I think it's worth at least trying. I'll do that tomorrow though. I'll probably test that, I think. We'll see just how high we can get the video quality without killing my computer. You've enjoyed him enough to consider taking him to at least rank 3. Interesting. Oh, that's cool, dude. It's fun when you find a champion that you didn't really give the time of day. Stream for 3 hours. Widow, you need to go to bed, dude. You're gonna be hating life. We could do Epoch right now. Just kidding. I still want to stay live just a little bit longer, just to, like, get a little bit of a bigger sampling size. See how good the stream is or is not. What's up, Garvey? We had a lot of technical difficulties with the multi-stream over on Twitch and YouTube earlier, so I cut the stream off earlier today, and then this has just kind of been a test stream. I'm trying some other methods of multi-streaming just to find out what works, so. But anyway, I mean, it enabled you to hop in at some point, right? That's kind of fun. Dude, Mr. Knight looks so drippy with his, like, fixing his glove all the time. Aw, I barely missed it, rip. Dude, those lights do so much damage. You are not going to bed. Enjoy it while you can, Widow. Amor JP followed over on Twitch. Hey, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Hope you guys over on Twitch are getting those drops while you can. I don't know how much more we'll be on. I think we've kind of tested as much as we wanted to test by now. Do I want to try a bug in Coliseum? Hold on. I bet I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Garvey, you know this one? Yeah. No, I found that out earlier today, actually, on my own. According to Call Me Wop, aka The Egg, he was saying the devs were talking about it in the general chat, I think. And he said they were maybe hinting at a potential way to fix it before ranked rewards happen. So I don't know how they'll do that or how they'll deal with it. The whole Coliseum rollout has been so fudged, it's not even funny. It's like so... It's such a mess. They messed up everything about the release. It is the perfect way to kill the hype for a new mode, is to make sure it has not just one bug, but two. How do you get the drops? So you'll need to go over to Twitch, Gia Lopez. And then you'll be able to get them over there. You need to link them to your Kabam account, though. I can link you... where you can do that as well if you want. Here, so this is for you guys. If you want to link your account so you can get Twitch drops, you'd go to that link. And then it'll let you connect to your Twitch account. You started using Silk. Nice. Yeah, no, Silk is a really great champion. I really enjoyed Silk. I think the multi-stream thing is working, guys. I think we might have found the solution. When you play Realm of Legends, you can't kill the Wolverine. He just heals so much. How do you counter that? So you're going to just want champions that counter healing in and of itself. And there's quite a few champions in the game that do that. And there's quite a few like debuffs that you can apply that do that as well. You can inflict a debuff. I saw that, Widow. Called Heal Block. You can inflict Petrify, which is going to reverse the healing. There's a lot of different ways to do it. The Twitch drops, like the campaign ends at the end of this month, but you get the rewards as long as you have watched sufficient enough time to unlock them as soon as you unlock them. So that will come straight to your account in game as soon as you meet that time threshold, which if you want the maximum Twitch drop rewards, that's 12 hours. So you still got a few more weeks. There's plenty of time to farm drops. And then as far as like, oh, what top 10 champions that are best for healing? I'd say Count Nefaria is really good. If you have Yondu, you can throw the special one, and that lasts a really long time. You could also use... You can also use a Mystic champion and just prevent the heal from triggering at all, which is potentially a solution. You could use Nico, and you would throw her special 2, and then special 1 over and over again. You could also just out-damage the healing. The leader is really good. He's probably the best heal reverser in the game, so you just spam the special 1 with that. Oh man, there's so many solutions for healing. If you apply poisons, the heal doesn't do as much, so you can get champions that apply a lot of poison, like Diablo. I would say he's the best option for you there, though. But yeah, there's just tons. It's actually hard to pinpoint like the best, quote unquote. You could probably use Wiccan. You could use... Yeah, there's just a multitude of champions, man. One thing you can do as well, if you're looking for champions that do certain things, Gio Lopez, there's a website called MCOC.gg. And you can look at different champions and see what kind of like abilities they have and what skills and debuffs they can inflict. A few friendlies right now, and probably not Cosmic. I'm just here mostly to test out my new multi-streaming thing. Oh, boy. Oh, did he private message that to you, Widow? The only good Mystic champ you have is Black Widow Clairvoyant. Yeah, she would work. Yeah, Black Widow Clairvoyant would work. If you wanted to use Clairvoyant for that fight, you're just going to keep wanting to apply a special too. One thing that will help as well, when you do a light ending combo with Black Widow Clairvoyant a single time, she's going to switch to her poison mode. If you're throwing heavies once in a while, you'll be inflicting poisons on Wolverine, and that will also make him regen less. Outside of that, you want to stick to only the special 2, though. Because that will make it so he can't get a regen at all. Void is really good. He's awakened. I think your best bet probably is just heal block champs though, or heal reversal. They kill him the fastest. That ability usually comes from science champions, so you'll be looking for like the leader. Captain Fairy is great. You can heal reverse with I think Captain America. But yeah. Rank 1 Carnage. Yeah, I'll go check it out. Here, you know what? I'll show it on stream. I have no reason not to. See what Carnage can do. Is this with deep wounds or no? Another thing, Geo, just real quick. There is a mastery called the Despair Mastery. That's a good way to prevent healing too, but it's a little bit more of a like specific use case. Oh, he's got the Venom Relic. Okay, when is the big damage rotation though? That's what I'm waiting for. It is rank 3? Okay. It makes a big difference in damage, I bet. That and the Venom Relic. Okay, now you're just hitting big crit numbers. There we go. That's a lot more impressive looking. It took a little bit to get him going. I can see the vision. Might be pretty good if you get him up to rank 4. Maybe that dupe, I don't know what his SIG ability does, but that might even help too. You always tell them. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what his deal is, Widow. Don't worry, he'll just like rage and quit the game in like sometime soon, maybe. I'm just kidding. I need better raid champions on my alt account. Man, it's like super chill. It's nice not having to feel pressured to play anything. SIG ability gives him power gain, so you may or may not want that then. I'm gonna go move over to my main account. I'll probably stop the stream in a little bit too. Just want that ready to go for me when I want it to. Do drops go to your account immediately? They should, yeah. There may be a small delay, but as long as you have your account connected like you're supposed to, then you should get them pretty quick. This is what I don't get. Sometimes MCOC does close out almost instantly. But then other times we just have to sit and wait for it to like fully close for some reason. But yeah, they should. I mean, they were processing pretty quick for me early on. Ooh, I forgot I get a 1 to 2 for free. And then I get the comp login, right? Yeah, there it is. Oh, heck yeah, they gave me 2? Would I have normally gotten 2, or is that just because I... Oh, I would have gotten 2. Should we open it? That would be kind of cheese. Now, what if something cool happened from it, though? Then, like, everyone would miss it, and you guys would be like... You'd have exclusive access. It would be kind of fun. Hey, what the hey? This is your reward for dealing with the crappy stream tonight. Ugh. May it never happen again. I was getting pretty tilted, I'm not gonna lie. And I could maybe still get tilted. This is like the first time we've tested this. Who knows how it'll work after today. Valkyrie 6-star, not too bad. Nothing too great though about that. Other than the fact it has 6 stars and not 5. Seven-star lizard. And I'm modding Widow right now in Discord. Nope. Frankencastle. New champ, though. We take those. Cassandra? That would have been sick. That would have been really awesome, actually. Who do I want to take? Do I save that generic rank up gem? I think I will. Unless there's somebody else I want to rank to right now. I could rank up Shathra. Oh, I have 3 rank up gems? Yeah, let's actually burn one of those. Why not? Who do I want rank to? Honestly, I think I'm going to rank up Danny. I think I'll rank up Danny, and then I'll take up Frankencastle too. I think he's cool, man. I think he's pretty neat. It's so nice to not care about gold too. Oh my gosh, the main account is actually awesome. Just make any rank up I want, basically. Alright, and then I've wanted to rank up Danny Moonstar for years at this point, so we're just going to make it happen now that we got a free generic. I know she's not awakened, and that makes her a lot better. I still probably won't use her outside of arena and niche matchups, but I think she's pretty neat. You don't see him in Discord either? You feel like you're missing out? You might be, Wolverine. I can't ban him in my Discord server for what he said in a private message, though, so... Frankencastle looks like a Gorgonite from Small Soldiers? I've never seen that movie. Let me look that picture up so I understand that reference. Ish. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it, like the posture and stuff. I could see it. I do have a 3rd generic, but I kind of want to... I might save that one for a potential Banquet champion. I think I probably will. There's none... Shathra would be a great rank up, though. And Falcon. Mark my words, dude. He's going to be a beast in January. Trust. But I think we're okay. Am I talking about Apocalypse in Discord? I don't think I was talking about anybody. What do you mean? Am I talking about Apocalypse? Is that a pun that's flying over my head? Yeah. Atuma stocks dropped so much over the past 6 months. Have I tried out the Maker much? I have. I've played a fair amount of the Maker by now, Gimme. I like him. He's not like a champion I really strongly love, but I like him. And I think Neuroshock immunity right now is very powerful. I do anticipate, though, like that positive, that upside of the Maker to be nerfed a little bit. We have to get Neuroshock immune champions down the road. So I think that'll hurt his stock a little bit. And the fact that he has to play around a trap is always going to be potentially like hit and miss, depending on nodes and depending on the defender. But I think right now he's in an okay spot. Not my favorite, but he's cool. Oh, we're talking about Puffy. I don't know what his username is in Discord. It's Javier. He's like left and joined a bunch of different times. He has like gets random beef with people that I feel like comes out of nowhere, but can you imagine, by the way, if we could just get all of these? It's a peak reward, so we're only going to get the stuff on the top. But oh my gosh, if you could get all this, it'd be crazy. I feel like the radiance is like the radiance amounts are kind of low though for how grindy and pay to win it is. I love how the testing stream has casually turned into like almost an hour long. Yeah, that's kind of weird, K-Man. He was talking in the general chat. Not MCOC general, like overall general. You missed Prime Titania? I never got a chance to experience Prime Titania, man. I just barely pulled 7-star Titania like very recently. You thought we were getting... Yeah, I think you're... I don't think you're alone, Gimme. Like, the rewards are really good, but there's been a lot of people that are like, holy crap, it's so much that I've seen online, and I'm like, I don't think you're looking at the correct thing. They don't do a very good job. The only thing, you're just supposed to know because it says peak milestones. But you only will see that, like, if you click on this thing and you see it says peak. It also, you read the description. So I guess they could have maybe made that bold or something. Yeah, I usually don't read about the event. I just look at how I get points, and after that, I'm happy camper. So I do love the music though for this mode. It's an absolute banger. Do 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 do. Dude, I can't believe I have this roster and not the pig. It's insanity. Actual criminal activity, dude. I have a Science Awakening gem, though. I was maybe going to use that on Anti-Venom, but I can't sig him all the way up anyway. Speaking of sigs, though, we do have some to go use. Who needs some stonage? Should we max sig Sentinel? Yes. He passes Jean Grey? Not for long. I bet she goes back up in front of him right here. Yep. Now his debuffs will last as long as they can. Now if I can just get an awakening on the Sentinel relic, we'll be in business. Do 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 do. Honestly, the music is bugged, so it like doesn't go away after you go to Coliseum. That is not a bad thing. They need the word peak in to trick you. I mean, they are peak rewards. Like, they're cool, right? That's the slang. They need to make it just really, really, really easy to understand. They just put in all caps, you only get the top earned reward. People won't get confused. Dude, rolling through the stash, this does not look like that many revives to me. But then we go over here, dude. We have 85 level 1s. And then 50 level 2s. Wild stuff, man. Ooh, I didn't claim my arena milestones. That could have been tragic. It's a nice cash infusion. Hey, you have a good night too. Thanks for swinging by. I'm actually surprised this many of you showed up to like just testing a multi-stream. Hope you get some good stuff out of your drops, Cosmic. There's a chance I might go live tomorrow just to test this thing a little bit longer. I'll let you guys know if that happens. Looks like I am ready for Wheel of Fortune. I think you mean Wheel of Fate. Although Wheel of Fortune is a banger. I would love to go on that show. I would suck probably at it though. Those shows, a lot of game shows actually, it always feels like when you're watching at home, you could just first try everything. Like, I feel like if I'm watching Jeopardy at home, well, not necessarily Jeopardy. That's a little bit more big brain. But like, you know, Wheel of Fortune, Price is Right, stuff like that. I feel like I would win all the time. But then, like, I think most people feel that way. And then you show up and you just suck. Now, we could do Wheel of Fate. The issue with Wheel of Fate is, like, what am I really going for here, man? That's not even a full gem. Like, an Epoch Nexus Hero Crystal, I guess. And then a selector of champions I already have, basically. I think the only champion here I'm missing is... Oh, wait. None of them. So I would need to take... I would probably just take a Deathless piece, I guess. I could take a Titan Nexus, but I think a Deathless piece would probably be better. I have been streaming over on Twitch too. Wolverine must have fixed it good. Yeah. No, I think we got it figured out. Like, just give me a little bit of time with ChatGPT and we can tackle things together. The 3-day Coliseum rewards are better than all of Wheel of Fate. Dude, really though? Like, that was my big beef. Wheel of Fate is pretty difficult content. It's very restrictive, so you have to have like an array of options for fights. If you don't, it's even harder. But like, I've never thought these rewards were that great. 5,000 Titan Shards? Like, that's not that great. I can get this from playing like Battlegrounds for an hour maybe too. Like, I can get this from logging in. And then Quest 2 is not that much better. It's like a basic Nexus, which, okay, I guess that's cool. It's another rank 4, but it does seem like those are going to be a lot more common very soon. Just based on how many they gave us for Cyber Weekend and what it looks like we're going to be able to get during Banquet 2. Have a good weekend, Charles. Thanks for dropping by, dude. Never did Wheel of Fate. Way too hard for those rewards. I agree, yeah. Do you get Twitch drops for watching this? You do, Disco Doobie. Any Marvel Contest of Champions stream. This one's the coolest one, though. I'm not biased at all, I promise. Yeah, man. No worries. That being said, we won't be live for too much longer. But Disco, the drop campaign, it goes all the way to the end of the month. So you still have plenty of time to achieve it. And I'd love to have you around the stream. I won't be live for the next 2 days. There's a chance I'm live tomorrow, but it might not be on this game. But I stream every single day, Monday through Friday. So, and for 3 hours every day. So if you want like a really surefire way and an entertaining stream to watch at the same time, go ahead and drop a follow, man. Swing by in our future streams. Yeah, I think most people do it for the rank 4. Rohan, Spider-Woman is still going to be really good. Still absolutely worth rank 4. Still absolutely worth getting awakened. And you can make an argument that it's a buff to her kit. I think it's close, but yeah, she'll still be really good. Thanks for explaining. Yeah, no worries. Just make sure your Kabam account, Disco, is connected to your Twitch account for drops. And if you're wondering how to do that, then let me see if I still have it copied. You can go to that website right there. It'll prompt you to log into your Kabam account. And that should bring up a screen where you have the opportunity to link to Twitch. And then it'll just like tell you to log into Twitch, and then your accounts will be linked. Then you just drop. You just watch and you'll get drops. Is Sig 20 enough for rank 4? I think even unsig she's rank 4 worthy, so yeah, I would say so. That being said, dude, I am pretty envious because I do not have her. But yeah. No, it just helps her damage. I think you mostly just want... I mean, the higher the sig, the better, obviously, but I think she's still fine. There's a very good case to be made. She's still, like, one of the best science champions in the game. I don't personally think so, but she's definitely there. Check when the Coliseum rewards drop. Who knows when they'll drop? The whole Coliseum release has been kind of fumbled a little bit, but it does end in 12 hours. So I would not expect the rewards to come out exactly at the 12 hours. Maybe the solo rewards would for like the milestones, but I would imagine they'll release all of it at once, like their ranking rewards and then the milestone rewards. If that's the case, I would expect sometime that day. I don't know that I would expect it to be instant. Just usually things that involve ranking like that take a little bit to get distributed. So I would give it a few hours post that, if not a day, just to be safe. You think Nefaria is the best science? I agree. No, I heavily agree. He is my #1 guy, dude. Sig 200, rank 4, never look back. Dude can do so much, it's insane. In Alliance War, in story mode. He's not as effective in Battlegrounds. He is for certain matchups and certain nodes, but he's just like... Oh, he does so many things so well. He's got great immunities, great resistance and defense. Just so good. So I would definitely agree. I think Spider-Woman for like 2nd or 3rd place is probably the argument. You could like Red Guardian's pretty good. I wish I had him on the roster, but I think it's mainly you would probably be arguing against potentially Photon. I think Photon is really strong. I think it's probably Photon and Spider-Woman. I like Lizard, but I don't think he's like on the podium. And then we'll have to see how Scorpion scales up as a 7-star. I assume he's going to be pretty good at the 7-star rarity, but we'll just have to wait and see. He's one of my favorite champions too. I have my 6-star maxed. What drops? B, you'll need to go over on Twitch to get those, but if you just watch over on Twitch, any Marvel Contest of Champions creator, then you can get drops from there. So, and if you So here is the link real quick if you want to link your account so you can make sure you can get drops. So if you go to that website right there, B, you'll want to log into your Kabam account. After that, it will prompt you to link to your Twitch. If you do that, then you can watch any Marvel Contest of Champions creator on Twitch, and you will be able to just unlock free stuff in the game just by watching. Or not watching. I mean, I personally just turn it on a computer and walk away. Right now, yeah. Yep, right now, and then the window for getting all of those free rewards goes all the way throughout the rest of the month. So you have a couple more weeks. Which champion to take from the free calendar selector? Who's the best unawakened? Well, let's go look at that, and we will discuss all of them. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Micah. Alrighty. So we have Deadpool, X-Force, Purgatory, Medusa, Sentry, Sentinel, Black Panther, Civil War, and then you can choose a Nexus. I would not recommend a Nexus. Your chance of getting a great champion, the pool is so diluted, it's not the highest, and you have really good options here, so I don't think I would even consider the Nexus, unless you already have all these guys and you have them awakened. Now, my personal favorites, if you're going for unawakened, would be Deadpool, X-Force, and probably it's a toss-up between Sentinel and Medusa. I don't like Sentry is not that great. He's only good in very niche circumstances. If you still need to do the Nebula path and Epoch of Pain, he's great for that. But that's pretty much it, honestly. I think, personally, the best ones, if you're unawakened, are going to be Sentinel, Medusa, and Deadpool X-Force. And then I think overall, probably my favorite there is Sentinel, because he has access to so many things, but I do really like Deadpool X-Force. Where do you claim the rewards after the 12 hours? They should just automatically go into your account. Literally me. If you're having trouble finding the rewards, though, hold on. Twitch gonna make me log in? Probably not. Okay. So I guess you can't see my cursor, huh? Anyway, up here in this top right hand corner where it says new from Luna, usually if you're logged in, there'll be like a little box looking thing there. If there's a red bubble by it, there's like a drop that has been claimed or that you've achieved. And that it should, as long as like that is there, that means you've gotten the drop, and it should just go to your account in game. If it's not doing that, then you can click that. Then you can click the drop itself, and then maybe there's a claim button somewhere, or you click, I think, drops inventory, and it can take you somewhere. You can rank 3 them. You're choosing between Deadpool, X-Force Unawakened or Bastion Awakened. That's a tough choice. I personally favor... I think Bastion does more. If you do a lot of Alliance War and stuff like that, Rohan, I think Bastion is a better choice. Deadpool X-Force is very good for, like, Battlegrounds. And Bastion is still good on Battlegrounds, so that's why I'd probably lean him. So, also, thank you for all the follows over on Twitch, guys. So, just since it sounds like there's a lot of newer people in both of my streams, we had some technical difficulties on my normal stream earlier. So we're actually streaming in a later slot than I usually do, but I stream every day, Monday through Friday. I won't be live tomorrow or on Sunday, but I stream Marvel Contest of Champions every single day. So if you want to farm the rest of your drops, just make sure to follow me, and I guaranteed will be live every single day. So just don't sweat it. I'm usually live for about 3 hours, so just so you guys have like something to expect. Thanks for all the help. Great stream. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Hope to see you around again later. My top science champs for Battlegrounds, depending on the meta, of course. So let's just say there's no meta at all. Now, I was talking about how Count Nefaria is like my favorite champ of all time. I don't think he's necessarily the best for Battlegrounds. He can still do a lot of things. He's really great in the Serpent matchup, for instance, but I don't think he's like the guy there. So as far as Battlegrounds, I think Photon is probably the best Battleground. She's very dual threat. Like, she's good on attack and good on defense. So I would probably go Photon or Spider-Woman. They're both fairly good on defense, and they can both finish fights fairly quick. Spider-Woman a little better. I would say probably those two. And then if you had to go beyond that, shoot, maybe probably Human Torch, just because you can kill things really fast. But I don't have him. Red Guardian's really good too, for the same reason. He was getting used a lot during Battle Realm Brawl. So yeah, I would say any of those guys. And there's a couple other like good candidates in here too. I think Scorpion will be pretty good for his immunities, but we won't really see for sure. Void is ridiculous if you have him on defense and your opponent has no counter. Firemax, thanks for the follow over on Twitch, man. Good luck on your drops. Hope you get some good stuff. High Evolutionary is really good on defense. I would mention him, but he's not good on offense, and I prefer dual threat champions like Spider-Woman or Photon. But yeah, no, I mean, mine is rank 4. I feel like he usually doesn't get taken down that easily. The thing that makes him tricky is not really like, I personally think he's easy to fight. The thing that makes him tricky is when you get nodes involved. So when you're fighting High Evolutionary, you basically have to act like it's Mixmaster. So you can't repeat the same action like 3 times in a row or something, or he'll auto block you. And then you can just really get in the blender and it sucks. But if you can parry this guy, and you're fine. But if you have a node where you can't do that, or you have to intercept and stuff like that, it can get really hairy really quick. So that's why he's usually pretty good on defense. Just for that reason. The High Evolutionary. What about Tech? All right, I'll go over Tech. Why not? Tech is a really good class. Just like as a disclaimer, there's a lot of rank ups in Tech that you could make a very good argument that they're better or worse than another champion. Tech is a pretty competitive class right now. So just take a lot of things with grains of salt. My personal favorite tech in the entire class is Sentinel. Now, he's not like the speediest champion on offense, but he's still really good. He has access to Armor Break, Heal Block, Incinerate, and Shock. And if you take a lot of damage, you could throw your special 3 to end the fight, and he'll end with a full bar. That's just his ability. So it's very helpful. He's very tanky. If you mess up, you usually won't die. He's just great. And because he's very tanky, dude is a monster on defense. There's very few champions that can take this guy down very quickly. He's a very, very good stall champion. So I really like him for offense and defense. For that reason, personally, and like I said, you can make an argument for other champions. He's my favorite. Outside of that, though, I think your next best Battlegrounds champions is so hard to decide. But I personally really like Bastion. I think Bastion is pretty good just for his utility. He can do a lot of different fights. Generally, you're not throwing him on defense, though. Same for Yondu. Like, he can work on defense in a pinch, but you're using him for attack. The good thing about Yondu, you don't really have to even attack the champ. You can just kill them by attacking through block, which is really nice. If you're looking for... Dude, pretty much every champ in the tech class feels crazy good, brother. Jack-o'-lantern's really good because he's really fast. So if you're looking to really just nuke down mutants, then he's a great option. Shocker's a great option for nuking down champs. Sneaky good on defense. So much stuff, dude. Red Skull's great on defense. You've been loving the Maker? Yeah, no, like, I think the Maker is underrated right now. He's starting to get a little bit more traction because Captain Britain and Onslaught and Jean Grey are so common now, and he's neuroimmune, which is really helpful. I do think he's a fairly good option, but I was talking about it earlier. As we continue to get more neuroimmune champs, I think he'll fall off a little bit, and depending on the meta, you might not be able to play around his trap as well, so... But I think in the right circumstances, he's really good. What's up, Demon Slayer? Hey, we might not be live for too much longer, I'm not sure. I'm mostly just... I had some hardcore technical difficulties earlier, so I'm testing a new multi-streaming method, basically. But welcome in, man. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, and then like... It's so hard to make a hierarchy for this class. I'll just name off some champions that are just good in Battlegrounds. Other than the ones I've already mentioned, Arnim Zola, Bulkbuster, Penny Parker, Nimrod's going to be good. Future Ant-Man is a very good champion. Stark Spider-Man is very good. Solvark is very good. Prowler, you can throw him in there as well. Punisher is kind of a sleeper defender. Arcade is pretty good on both sides of the ball. And then Warlock is old reliable, still pretty good. So there's just a lot of options. I could rank up Iron Man. I could. I have one generic rank 1 to 2 gem, Demon Slayer, and I'm saving it for potential champs I might get from Banquet. So you're wondering who to take to rank 4. You have many good options. Oh yeah, yeah. This class is stacked, dude. I don't think there's a lot of bad options. I would just go for whichever champion like tickles your fancy the most. That's why I ranked up like Yondu and Sentinel. I think they're ridiculously good champions. They're also just like my favorites in the class. I think you should always prioritize like enjoyability. Well, not always, but you should. I think sometimes there's a case to be a meta slave, but I think it's more fun, at least from my opinion, to play this game from the perspective of just like playing champs you enjoy. And I don't know if it's just me too, but if I'm playing a champion I just enjoy playing, I play better. It's kind of really weird. Like back in the day, so I'm basically a day one player. I had a superior Iron Man that I got from Arena as a 4-star, and he was like my pride and joy. He turned out to not be like the best champion at the time, but anytime I used superior Iron Man, I know I was like winning that fight, even though he wasn't that great, because I just liked the champion and I always felt really confident for that reason. So Demon Slayer, if you really like Prowler, he's not a bad defender either. He can stall out a little bit. He doesn't have like crazy annoying defensive ability, but he can definitely stall. It can be hard to punish his special attacks. I would definitely consider a rank 4 Prowler if I had one. Oh hey, you guys want to see a 7-star plat pool crystal? I forgot I put that together the other day. I love how this just turned into like, hey, I'm going to test a live stream for 10 minutes. To just full blown. So many crystals? Yeah, I know. Aren't you jealous? Falling asleep in your chair? Thanks for sticking it out, Caveman. Thanks for dropping by, man. Toodles. You can watch any MCOC streamer and you get the rewards. Yeah, you can. Yep. And you have, like I said, you have all month to get it. So don't feel rushed or anything. That being said, like I said, I'll be live 2 days from now. So you'll be able to watch any of my streams for that too. If you aren't covered on the drops by then. Dude, I have so many left arms. What the heck? Obviously got to go for the bodacious booty. One of these days, I'll get the Iron Fist. It's insane how rare he is, though. But no, I appreciate you guys swinging by. I mean, this actually, for a test stream, this has actually been pretty fun. One thing I do like about this whole drop situation, like, for those of you that are on Twitch, I've only been streaming on YouTube for like the past few months. It's been really cool to see some new people in the chat. I mean, we still get a lot of new people in the chat frequently on YouTube. It's usually bumping over there. But it's been cool to see some new faces, make some new friends. Dude, am I ever going to be able to do anything with these shards? Heimdall is rare now? I mean, any champion is rare, technically, right? That's kind of a goofy profile picture. With the champion pool the way it is, dude. It's kind of a joke. I mean, I've been trying to hunt Spider-Ham as long as I've lived, basically. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to try... Oh, hold on. You got Nimrod as a 7-star? Oh my gosh. Yes, he's very good. That's a very good pull. Here, I will even give you... I was about to end stream. But since Nimrod is one of my favorite tech champions, I'll give you a small tutorial on how to play him, okay? I'll look for any chance to play Nimrod. Where is he? There he is. Alright. Important thing about Nimrod, okay? Don't use him against, like, Onslaught. You'll get destroyed. Just so you know. Same with, like, Captain Britain. But there's 2 different modes that Nimrod can be in at any time. Well, technically 3, but I'll tell you what that is. So you'll see that blue icon under my health bar. That's what he starts in. The timer next to that, to the left... That is what rotates between his modes. So eventually you'll go into this mode. If you want to change modes manually, you do a light ending combo. Now, depending on which mode you're in, you're going to get different effects from your special. The best thing to do is just try to get into your orange mode and launch your special too. That's going to inflict like pretty hefty shock passive debuffs. That's basically it. Like, that's like the really... That's like the bare bones tutorial, okay? Now, if you, it's very different if you're fighting somebody who is a mutant, or just anybody with prowess or regen. Because what Nimrod does when he attacks somebody with regen or with prowess, he'll actually delete those and then turn them into shock debuffs. And that can really stack a bunch of damage. That's why this guy can just, like, absolutely nuke down mutants. Now you may notice my like mode thing switch to this nuclear or like this radiation symbol. That's because I threw a special when I had 10 charges. So every time you're doing stuff, you're getting charges, stuff like that. It's gonna like ramp him. And if you're fighting mutants, you just ramp way faster. Yeah, if he could do plasma, he'd definitely be better. At least like the way the mutant class is right now. But he's still gonna just completely annihilate any mutant that isn't Onslaught or Captain Britain. If you throw a special one, you can inflict like energy vulnerability and stuff like that. I think just going for the special 2 is usually better. But yeah, you'll usually want to use this guy outside, like, almost exclusively against mutants. But if you run into a node where there's a lot of prowess or a lot of regen, he's going to crush it. Like in Battlegrounds right now, he'll do really well. Because every time you repeat the same action, it's going to give the opponent a prowess. He'll eat that, turn it into shock, and that's more damage. You do kind of want him awakened, though. Rotation is nice. Yeah, it's very clean. And there are ways to like expand upon it if you really need to. Usually I just stick to the special 2. But yeah, the SIG ability is pretty impactful. Makes your shocks last longer. So yeah. He's also got like a little bit of a regen on the special 3, but it's not very great. Yeah, I wouldn't say he needs the dupe, but his damage is like much better with it. So during Eradication Protocol, special attacks are passively unblockable. Once Eradication Protocol triggers, his next special attack has potency and duration of its effects increased by 35%. So, very good to be in. And Eradication Protocol is like the nuclear symbol thing. I have a good one, Demon Slayer. Thanks for dropping in quick, man. So yeah, he's a great champion, and I think he'll scale really well at the 7-star rarity. I think he's going to delete a lot of champions, and he's going to be really good still. It is a bummer, though, that the mutant class has just gotten some crazy ability lately. I would not be overly surprised if they added a synergy to convert his shocks into plasma. Just so that people can use this guy in, like, questing and stuff. Because I don't think he has anything like that currently. So anyway, I mean, that's a 6-star. What is... Oh. So anyway, that's the quick rundown. That being said, though, I think I actually am going to end the stream, though, guys. This was initially a test stream. Just repeating for all the people, I know I've been saying that ad nauseum. You have an entire month to get the Twitch drops. I would love it if you earned them on my channel. If not, any MCOC streamer will get you the Twitch drops, so you don't need to worry about that. Although I won't be live the next 2 days, but every single day after that, basically, I will be in the weekday. And I'm always going live around the same time, so make sure to like and subscribe. If you're interested in subscribing over on YouTube, the username is just the same. It's going to be either BDizzle or BDizzlePones, and it'll be the Pickle mascot. Same as Twitch. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining in, even though we weren't doing too much. Thank you very much, and have a good night, guys.